Hey, listen, I don't know who needs to hear this, but listen. One thing I'm learning after going to church today is that, like, I helped a lot of people in church today because I decided to, like, on my way there, I didn't know I was going to speak up when I got to church. That was just, I told you, you get a download, that's when your download, you just go off. But, like, not go off in no negative way. I'm talking about, like, deliver the message that's going to help some people. You feel me? So it's like, boom. The preacher, he was preaching about sounding the horn. So as he was speaking about sounding the horn, the next thing that went into play was he was starting to speak about, like, I heard him creeping into us standing and coming together. And I was reading the Bible at the time. I was actually reading Psalms. And I was listening to him and I was reading Psalms at the same time. Cause the lady that was next to me, which is my people's, they had she asked me, like, you hear him? I'm like, yes ma'am, I hear him, but I'm reading I'm having the time of my life reading this Bible. So she's like, oh, okay, my bad, go ahead. She said, I just thought you wasn't listening. I said, no ma'am, I'm listening. So I had ended up hearing it. As soon as he said we need to stick together, I said, that's what I've been waiting to hear. That is what I've been waiting to hear out of this whole sermon. That's what I've been waiting to hear. So my peoples, they like, hey, hold on. I'm like, nah, this ain't no hold on situation. This is what we need. Like, because I said, and then he was like, brother, come on up here. So I came on up there, right? So once I got up there, he was like, what is that you need to talk about? He handed me the microphone. Or no, he ain't hand me no microphone. I take that back. I just spoke. I think he did. He put it in front of my face or something like that. I was like, listen, that's all I needed to hear coming to church today. Like I said, it's the first time I've been to church since my grandma took me to church when I was little. But the one thing that I could say is I've been on my spiritual journey. It was somewhere in there, but I was like, we don't stick together. I said, I literally just made a post about that last night, that we do not stick together. And our lineage just went to boom. It just went gone because I said, I did 13 years and 8 months in the penitentiary. And I understand from that side of the mind frame. And I understand from somebody who done been out here around their family, done grew up with both parents in the house or just grew up with one. And I could really sympathize with that one even more. But the one thing I explained to him is that we just don't stick together. And like, it was so many people in there that was just like, they just stood up. Like everybody in there stood up. And that felt so good to me because I always knew that love conquers all, man. It conquers all. And we don't never stick together. And now I'm breaking this outside of a culture as far as that. I'm talking about in the world, period, now, because it was other cultures in there as well. You see what I'm saying? So the blessing of the message is that we need to stick together, and it felt so embracing when all them brothers got up. The ones who chose to get up and come up there and stand next to me, they all came up there and stood next to me, shook my hand, told me they love me. Like, that shit, excuse my language, but that stuff felt good. Like, cause it was people I didn't know, but we was all thinking the same. Like, and I always told my family that it's somebody out here that think like this, because it's people that's on that higher consciousness, and that's where they at. They on the, and you know what's so crazy? I've been saying this too. The real ones look just like you. They look just like me. The only thing is we just be waiting on somebody to just come with some straight game, and it be real life game to where you could be like, dang, I've been feeling like this for so long. Like, that's the way I try to speak to y'all. You feel me? Like, and receiving that love, it made me, I had already been having dreams of me getting baptized and being in water. So I was like, they was like, is there anything else you want us to do for you, brother? I said, I want to get baptized. Like, can I hit the water? And they was like, you want to get baptized? I said, I would love to get baptized if that's an opportunity to be done right now. And they was like, oh, he said, take him back there. They said, take him back there. Boom. They took me back there. After they took me back there, then boom. After that, got dressed. I made that video about that. Boom. Went out there, and y'all seen what it was like. But the one thing that felt so good is I got to express myself in front of that whole room, and it wasn't it was only a few people that had said for me not to go up there. That was it. The pastor, nah, come up here. Everybody like, nah, go up there. Let him talk real quick. I want to hear what he got to say. Like, it was like they knew today, Sunday, that I was going to be coming in there. Like, it was like they knew a spirit was coming today, because nobody was sitting down when I spoke. As soon as I started to speak, no one was sitting down. No one. And I hope I can get the recordings, if they had the recordings of that, because I would love to be able to show that to y'all. And when y'all see that, y'all gonna be like, I knew you had it. I'm already gonna know that, but guess what though? I love to know that already in advance, because guess what? I love you all. And I really do hope y'all have a beautiful day, because my day has been amazing. And it's been nothing that could get me to fall to a lower frequency, only for one reason. It's mind over matter, for one. And for two, why would you want to keep dealing with anything that's going to make you feel sad anyway? It doesn't make no sense. And if you got to, and there's a reason for it, like a child or something, or if y'all got a dog or something like that, like, you feel me? Because it be people that got a couple. I respect couples that got a couple baby, like, and it be an animal, like, yeah. So if it ain't that you got to work with in between, then if you got to work with that in between, and that's the situation it's gonna be, you got to keep it straight positive on the child, man, or on that fur baby. Yeah, like, I'm just so happy, man, and I just feel good. And I want y'all to know that I love you all and have a beautiful day. 7:25.